Do you remember how much fun Firefight was? I want to make the case for why Firefight could easily fit into Halo Infinite, but to do that, let's take a trip back in time. The date is the 22nd of September 2009, and Halo 3 ODST has just released on the Xbox 360. When you boot the game up, you notice there's an extra game mode,
Firefight,
which is similar to other wave defense modes of its time, like Gears of War, Left 4 Dead, and most notably, zombies from Call of Duty World at War. The game throws never-ending waves of Covenant forces at you who are hell-bent on your demise. The concept is simple. You and up to 3 other people have to survive as long as you can against never-ending enemies, with skulls offering modifiers to change the way you play the game. Firefight is structured into waves, rounds, and sets. The wave begins when enemies spawn from dropships or doorways, or around the map. 5 waves makes up a round. 3 rounds make up a set. At the end of each round, you'll get a brief break from the action, so you can prepare for the next one. At the end of each set, you will face a bonus round where you get to kill as many enemies as possible for extra points. Upon completion of the bonus round, you are awarded with 1 extra life per player. As you progress through the sets, the game becomes harder by activating skills that modify the gameplay. For example, the catch skull makes enemies spam grenades at you, while the black eye skull prevents your stamina from regenerating unless you melee an enemy. The skulls stack up with each set, making the enemies more resilient and aggressive. There's no way to actually win, but you're going to have a great time playing anyways. Let's fast forward around a year to the 14th of September 2010, with what would be Bungie's final installment in the series, Halo Reach. This time around, the game offers you more tools to fight off the Covenant threat. You can now pick a loadout, with each having a different armor ability tied to it. Jetpack, Sprint, Active Camo, Armor Lock, and the Bubble Shield. Reach feels vastly different to ODST, gone are the amusing grunts and the rest of the comedic effect, and in its place, for a lack of a better term, is a more alien tone, where the enemies no longer speaking in a language that you can understand. The Covenant are generally more aggressive, which is very noticeable especially with the elites, who will strafe aggressively and are generally faster than the player. But with that being said, it isn't without its weak spots. For example, it can become very repetitive. The AI can straight up be punishing to the player, with the higher ranking elites being a little overbearing at times. Now let's briefly touch on the MCC. With the Season 8 Mythic update, we got Flood Firefight. The Flood replaced the Covenant, and the maps were covered in the distinctive Flood fog. The season also added more customization options, accessibility features, and brought mod tools to the PC. More recently, with the July 12, 2023 update, 8 players can now play Firefight in Halo Reach and ODST. Now we have a brief history of the games. Let's talk about how Firefight could be implemented into Infinite very well. If 343 were to bring Firefight to Halo Infinite, here's what I think they should do. The sandbox and gameplay loop are some of Halo Infinite's greatest strengths, so why not play to that? The implementation of equipment from the campaign was fantastic, and I think it would work very well in Firefight. It could either be a pickup, or you could use it like a loadout. Turn the bonus rounds into a toned down campaign boss battle, having the bosses cycle so that it will keep it fresh. Big team battle maps could be adjusted and used as levels, or new levels could be crafted using forge maps. Additionally, some of the more notable campaign areas, like compounds and structures, could be repurposed to make Firefight maps. I believe many of the criticisms could easily be remedied by the technological advancements we've had in the last decade, and systems could be put in place to improve the overall experience. Do you think the Firefight would fit into Halo Infinite? Tell me why in the comments. Thanks for watching.